Hello, this is Name's a Goblin, and this is my web show. What I'm going to be talking about today, it's going to be a 5-minute video. Basically, it's going to be about fanfiction tips number 2. Now, the tip is to so you guys can skip the rest of the show, is to not force anything as far as pairings or fights. If you force it, the viewers of the fanfiction can tell. And it's quite easy to distinguish between that and a normal fanfiction. Excuse me. First off, you have something that tries to force a pairing. And a good example of that is Ash x Misty. In particular, a story I read a couple days ago where they were just going out of their way. Oh, Misty's thoughts. Oh, he's so cute. Stuff like that. A really, really old man once told me relationships, and in this case, good fan fiction, is like trying to fart on cue. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. Not every time, but most likely it's going to be shit. So you keep that in mind. You let things flow naturally. You're going to get a better fanfiction out of it. You're going to get a lot more fanfiction reviewers because you're making a longer story. And you're going to be more famous among the community for being able to create a story that people can follow behind. My Pepsi addiction, just disregard the burps, people. I say that and I burp. Never mind. But no. If you have to force a pairing, if you have to force a fight, if you have to force something in fanfiction to happen, it's most likely not going to end up good for you. In fact, 9 times out of 10, it's just going to end up being really bad. Now, the main exception to this is if you are a good enough writer to be able to do that. And there are very, very few people, I can count them on one hand, that can do that. Just outright force something and not have it be cliche or be overly bad. And I'm not going to give those out right now because I don't know the exact wording of stuff like that. But what I am going to say is even though they were forcing a pairing, they were able to make the rest of the story well enough where it didn't end up being crap. And in 3 out of the 5, or 3 out of the 4, sorry, 3 out of the 4 that they did that wasn't even the final pairing. Yeah, they forced it for most of the story, but they were able to add a plot twist in that left the pairing completely different. So to review, if you have to force a fanfiction to be what you want it to be, then you're probably better off going a different route. If you want to keep it in character, there are certain ways you have to do it. Finally, forcing a pairing is like forcing a fart. If you have to force it hard enough, it's probably going to end up being shit in the end. And you're probably going to have to go wipe the excess salt out of people's eyes from laughing or crying so hard. This is Name's a Goblin. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, and subscribe. I highly appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you later.